Okay, go ahead, Sunny.
Namo Fundamental Teacher Shakyamuni Buddha. Namo Fundamental Teacher Shakyamuni Buddha. Namo Fundamental Teacher Shakyamuni Buddha.
Okay, good.
The unsurpassed, deep, profound, subtle, wonderful Dharma in 100,000 million eons is difficult to encounter. Now that I've come to receive and hold it within my sight and hearing, I vow to fathom the thus come one's true and actual meaning.
Okay. Okay, go ahead and read this one for me, please.
Thus is very important, first of all, to recognize the 8 freedoms and 10 endowments of this very precious opportunity. The 8 freedoms or leisures are in reference to being free from 8 states of bondage, 4 encountered even when born as a human being. The 4 freedoms from the bondage of non-human states of existence are freedom from being born as a hell being, freedom from being born as a hungry spirit, freedom from being born as an animal, freedom from being born as a long-lived God. The 4 freedoms from obstacles found within human existence are freedom from being born and remaining in a country where there is no religion. 6, freedom from being born and remaining in a country where there is no Buddha Dharma. 7, freedom from being born and remaining with mental or physical disabilities. 8, freedom from holding wrong views, denying Dharma, such as disbelief in the karmatic law of cause and effect, the continuality of consciousness, and so forth. These 8 states are called the 8 freedoms because they are free from obstacles that oppose or completely prevent our practice of Dharma, stating the retribution clearly.
So what do you think about it?
So the 8 freedoms are so the freedom from being born in the lower realms, but not only the freedom from being born in the lower realms, the 3 lower realms, but also as a asura also. And then
why the Buddha said that free from being born at and long live God? Why?
So the way I take that is because gods have everything that they need, that they want. They know, so they won't practice the Dharma. They don't get to see the Dharma. So a human is a better way to come back because you can actually learn the Dharma. Because with your God, everything's given to you, everything's provided, so you're not in suffering, so you don't need to pull yourself out of it.
Okay. So they live very long, right? But they do not have a chance to learn because Bodhisattva and Buddha, they remember. Oh, in the 6th realm, where do you know which realm is referable for the Buddha to be for the Bodhisattva to become the Buddha? Do you know which realm?
For the Bodhisattva to become the Buddha?
Yeah, in the 6th realm, which one?
The human is going to be the best for teaching, because if you're a Bodhisattva, then you want to save other beings or to help them become Buddhas also. So the human would be the best place for Bodhisattva.
Why not the God realm?
Because everybody's having too much fun, enjoying. They don't need to listen to the Dharma.
Can you give me an example that you can pick out the example from this world here, similar to the one in the heaven realm?
So like a homeless person here would be more willing to listen to the Dharma because they've no suffering. They've been in suffering. They felt hunger. They've not had shelter. They have not been clean. So they know that they want to be liberated, and they know that they're more wanting to be helped. Where if you're in the heavens, then everything's provided. You just think about food and you're fed, or you might not even need to eat. And you may have a form, you may not, but everything's provided for you. So you're not understanding suffering or even trying to be liberated or to come back to the true nature, because you're in the paradise side, you're in the pleasant side.
Do you think that the billionaire or millionaire, do you think that they be able to learn the Dharma?
No, it's the same. They're already, I mean, they could, sure, anybody can, but they wouldn't have the desire as much as somebody that's probably not found the wealth, unless they've had the wealth and they've had it for so long that they realize they're still in suffering, even though they have the wealth. So somebody that just became a billionaire recently might not, but somebody that's been had money for several years might be more willing to come to the Dharma, because they're going to realize that everything, that they're not in heaven like they think they are, even though they're very wealthy. So some people, yeah, I mean, but they're most likely you're going to have the people that are in suffering and realize they're in suffering that will come to find help to guide them out of it.
You know that you remember when we in the Saturday class, right? I told you that the famous people, they are celebrity, right? The celebrity, that means the Hollywood movie actor or whatever, the famous people out there, right? They have a millionaire, right? But they commit suicide. You know, I show you that. Did they see? I show you that.
Yeah, I remember talking about that. And I completely understand it, because every company that I've worked at, even if the owners are millionaires, like, they're still in suffering. So it doesn't matter like where you're at, where you fall, if you're the person sweeping the floor or you're the one that owns the companies, everybody's still in some type of suffering, and they mask it with some type of vice, basically.
Mo, are you there? Mo? Hello? Mo? iPhone, is that your Mo is the iPhone, right? I'm not too sure because I saw the iPhone. Oh, Robert. Can you unmute? What's your name? I could not see the picture because I could not see you well. Oh, Robert. Okay. Oh, you can unmute. You can unmute so we can talk. Yeah. You can unmute. Yeah.
Yeah, my name is Jeffrey.
Okay, so welcome you in our class. So we are just talking about that. It's a very blessing that we are free from being born as a hell being, freedom from being born as a hungry ghost, freedom from being born as an animal. But what about freedom from being born as the long-lived God? And the way, because the long-lived God, they have too much pleasure to enjoy, right? Therefore, they don't want to pay attention to learn the Dharma. The same thing in this world right here, for the famous people or for the rich people, they always enjoy their luxury life, right? Lifestyle. They don't want to spare. They don't want to learn the Dharma because they have too much desire for the material as well as for other, right? So in the depression class, we I say that the celebrity that means that the very famous people, right? Some like the movie star, uh, um, um, what else? A movie star, the fashion designer, and so on and so on. A lot of them commit suicide. Do you know why they commit suicide, Tammy? What are the main common cause that cause them to commit suicide?
Suffering. So they're in some type of suffering, and in the moment of unpleasantness or deep suffering, they're not being mindful that it's just a moment in time, that everybody has feelings and they come and go, everything's changing. So
No, but they have a lot of material, right? They have money, they have whatever they want, they have it. So why they still suffer?
because everybody suffers. That's what we're here to do, is suffer in this world of endurance. So, but because they don't have the Dharma, so they don't know how to be mindful and to be in the moment. So they're always looking for the next greatest thing. They're always looking to something to attach to or to cling to.
So the common cause for those people to be commit suicide is the loneliness, right? Because even though when you look from the outside, right, a lot of people want to be their friend, but you know what? Because they come to them for something. They not come to them for the friendship, but because they want something from this person. That's why they come, right? So even though a lot of people want to be their friend, but he or she still suffer because the loneliness. Due to the loneliness, it will eventually lead him or her to commit suicide.
Well,
Yes, go ahead.
yeah, I think it also, I mean, if you are living a cushion life and you're living a life that is free from, you can buy your way out of this or that or whatever. I think sometimes when you come across things that there's no way you can buy your way out, that they don't have the skill set to even negotiate through these times that or even they don't have anything to rely on. They're empty. They're an empty shell. They're the only things that they've come to recognize as part of their life is material things and things and stuff versus how to take care of one another, how to be mindful, how to do the necessary thing to give to one's community, to be a part of the community, to be a part of with one another and have those kind of personal relationships.
And also for those kind of people, they do not know how to deal with their emotions because they always look outside. They don't look within themselves.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're constantly looking for an outside source to fix themselves. I mean, that's common in people with addictions too. They're always constantly looking for some new drug or some different drug, or maybe I'm not using enough, or they're simply, there's ways that they don't realize that the problem exists in their inner dialogue, in the set of rules in which they're functioning under.
And we will look in Putin right now, right? We look at Putin right now. He's very powerful. He's very intelligent. But you know what? Due to his greedy, right? hungry for power, and that's why he caused a lot of people suffer, and himself also suffer. So that scary, very scary. So that's why when if we do not have the chance to learn Dharma at the beginning, but if we became the billionaire or millionaire, it's very tough for us to be flowed by the Dharma, because the Dharma is opposite their lifestyle. Remember that. Dharma teaching is opposite from their lifestyle. So it's very tough for them to accept. It's tough for them to get to nearby, right? Does it make sense to you, Tammy? So this is it's not easy.
Yes, that makes sense.
So all right, today I will let you, because I also translate some part of I will show you how the hell life in the hell, right? So you can see the Buddha teaching about the hell. And you read the Untitled Bodhisattva Chapter. You already know some of that, right?
Yeah, let's start with the heavens. Why we gotta start with the hells for?
Well, what?
Oh,
That's
come
scary.
on. Come on.
What do you say, Tammy?
I said, why don't we start with the heavens, not the hells?
I thought we already talked about heaven a lot, right? In the past.
You're gonna give me nightmares tonight.
No. Because you read the Untitled Bodhisattva. How many times did you read?
Yeah, so many times, but I don't like that chapter though. I like the chapter naming all the Buddhas, not the ones talking about all the ghosts and stuff. No.
Oh, no,
like that chapter.
No, this is not talking about the ghost. This is talking about the retribution. Due to the karma, what kind of karma they commit, then due to what kind of karma they committed, and this they have this kind of retribution. And that's what I'm trying to show you. Is that okay? Is that how?
Yeah, no, yeah, we're good. We're good.
You good? Okay. I hope I don't scare you.
No, you're fine. I'm just teasing. Thank you.
I because this one right here you do not have in the English one. I translated it from Vietnamese, so hopefully I try my best. Hopefully you can learn it. So I put both versions, Vietnamese and English. Jeffrey, you want to read stuff from here? Yeah, you want to do it?
Pardon? I'm sorry?
Yeah. You want to read stuff from here? Read the bold one, the English one, not the Vietnamese one.
Sure.
Yeah. Again,
Dạ thưa thầy share cái hình cũ á, chứ không có hình thành 8 cái freedom again đó thầy share khác.
Oh, sorry. I thought, okay, now can you see it? Okay, so what I'm trying to say, I am I just translate some part of the sutra in Vietnamese. This is the repentant sutra of the emperor Wu of Lin. This is the king. This is the emperor in China, and this is the one who support the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. It's very popular. Okay, you can read stuff from the bowl. Yeah. Jeffrey, you want to try? Oh, he accidentally disconnected. I think he used the phone. he a psychologist. I don't know he can come back or not. Maybe give him 30 seconds, hopefully. we can reconnect. Let me check in.
You know, I took a meditation class at the Earth Spirit Center, and like the majority of the class were psychiatrists.
It's still not long enough.
Yeah, it seems like they're the ones that like want to learn meditation and stuff. It was a meditation class. I thought it was interesting that there's so many of them in the class.
Yeah, because they want to learn the meditation to help them to help the patient, right? Because they are the one who have a lot of stress. Even though
they're hearing about everybody tell them all their stuff that's going on, so then they have all that stuff too.
Yeah, they are the trash can, right? They take in all those stuff, but if they do not have the recycle bin, it will be a big problem. Okay. Anyway, I think it's separate somehow we could not. All right, go ahead and read from here.
Okay. Again, take refuge in the 10 directions of all the triple jewels, as vast as endless empty space. May the triple jewels save all sentient beings, eradicate all suffering, cause sentient beings to be immediately liberated, abandon evil for good, not to do evil anymore. From now on, there will be no more reborn into hell, hungry ghosts and animals.
Okay. Okay. All right. Go ahead and read one.
And body and mind are pure. Don't think of others' evil deeds. Away from bad karma. Be the pure karma. Cannot be shakable by all evil spirits. Always practice the 4 immeasurable mind. Vigorously diligent, plant the immeasurable and boundless good roots. Give up this body and receive another body in a good realm. Remember the 3 evil paths. Generate Bodhicitta and cultivate the Bodhisattva path without tireless and ceasing. 6 parameters and 4 immeasurable minds are usually present. 3 wisdoms and 6 psychic powers are usually obtained as well. Entertaining and entering and exiting the realm of the Buddhas, playing freely with the Bodhisattvas, together attaining Anatra Samkha Sambodhi Buddhahood.
Okay, all right. So what do you understand from here?
That sounds wonderful.
Okay. Start out to be very wonderful, right?
Yes, it sounds like paradise.
Paradise, right? That's good.
So basically it's talking about removing all evil and staying away from the bad paths, and then basically turning it all and having all the positive karma and all the good deeds and good things happen.
Okay. And not only that, right? Not only that, but that means we hopefully our karma, that means the mind, the body, and the mouth is pure, right?
Right. And attain Buddhahood.
And also practice the 4 immeasurable mind. You know what are the 4 immeasurable mind?
No, I don't think so. I know we've talked about the 6 parameters before, but I don't know about the 4 immeasurable minds. I'm sure we probably have.
The 4 immeasurable mind, it's you know what? Let me. Actually, it's love and kindness, immeasurable love and kindness, immeasurable compassion, immeasurable rejoice, and immeasurable detachment. Yeah. Let go, right? That means detachment. Okay. Okay. I will show you. Hold on. I think I have it here. Oh, he disconnected. Okay, that's it. Okay. Four immeasurable. Okay. Immeasurable. Okay, the four immeasurable mind. Love and kindness, compassion, joyfulness, and forgiveness. Okay. Does that make sense? Right.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Now, okay. 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 Hold on. Okay. So, and also, diligently, right, practice the good root, okay, boundless good root. Give up this body and receive another body in a good realm. Remember the three evil realms, the evil path, generate the bodhicitta and cultivate the bodhisattva path without tireless and ceasing. Six paramita and the four immeasurable mind are usually present. That means our mind always be mindful of this practice always. Three wisdom and six scientific power are usually obtained as well. Okay. Do you know what are the six paramita?
I can't name them, but I know we've talked about them multiple times, but I don't know what they are.
The given, that means the charity, right? That is the first one. The second one is the morality. That means the precept, right? The third one is the patience. The fourth one is vigorous, diligent or vigorous practice. The fifth one is the meditation. The sixth one is the wisdom. Okay? So that are the six parameters. That means when you hear the word parameter, it means that it's the completeness practice. That means all the way. That means it will help us to move from the ignorant all the way to the enlightened path. So just like when we practice the given, how do we practice the given in terms of parameter? That means when you give, you don't see you are the giver. When you give, you don't see they a receiver. When you give, you don't see they an object, the gift that to be given to other, right? So that means we do not detach on this thing. Well, no, we do not attach on this thing. That help us to transform the mana consciousness. Does that make sense to you, Tim?
Yes, that makes sense.
Therefore, and you know what? Due to that mindset, even though the one that you always help them, later on they come back and they harm you, you have no resentment, no ill will against that person whatsoever. Yeah. That's the whole idea. And that's why the Buddha in the past, he practiced the given. He gave what? What did he give? For the external, right? He can give his kingdom, all the material, the money, whatever he has. Also, he gave the wife and the children. Remember, we talked this thing about in the Lotus Sutra one time. why the Bodhisattva do when he practice the given, he give his own wife as well as the children. Why was that? Is that sound like a very contradict to our world, right?
Yes, more difficult to stay with them and take care of them than to give them.
Let's go be you.
But did I explain to you in this one in the past in the Lotus Sutra class?
Yeah, it was explained. Yeah, it was explained in the Lotus class.
Okay, let me tell the story one more time. Hopefully we can.
Yeah, it's just still hard, I guess, until I hear it so many times. It's still, when you hear it, it's still like, because it's not so common anymore, that it takes you back, you know?
Right. So before, remember the Buddhas, every Buddha, right? Before they become Buddha, they have to undergo the numerous lifetime to practice the Bodhisattva, right? And there were the time that in the past, there were the Buddha appear in the world, right? And there were the Brahmin, he practiced in the mountain, and he be able to attend the five psychic power. That means the non-Buddhists can also attend that five psychic power. That means the divine eye, the divine ear, the power they can read the other people's mind, and the power to remember the past life, the power to be able to make things appear big or small, or just like the magic, right? That are the five psychic power that non-Buddhism practitioner can be able to attend. But the number 6, they cannot be able to practice if they do not transform the self. If the mana consciousness is still there, they cannot be able to have that power. Okay, anyway. So one time the Buddha was still in the world, right? There was Brahman. He practiced diligently and attended the five psychic power. And he heard that the Buddha appear in the world. This is very rare because it's rarely to see the Buddha appear in the world when we in the world, right? It's very rare. And he rushed down, he go down, and he want to go and meet the Buddha. And on the way, he traveled very far away. And at that time, there was the king, right? And the king also want to make the offering to the Buddha and the Buddha's disciple, that means the Sangha. And he announced to the people that all the lotus flower, not only lotus flower, all the flower will be that means the king want to buy all the flower to use this to make an offering to the Buddha and the Sangha. That means, and when he come, and you know what? I think he came into the city, and I don't remember the story correctly, but he met on the way, right, to see the Buddha. He wanted to find the flower, and he could not be able to find the flower because all the flower belonged to the king. Okay, so and he met the princess. This is the lady, the princess. She holding the 7 flower, the 7 lotus flower on her hand, and on the way, and he met this lady, and he asked the lady, "May I buy from you?" And the lady said, "No, I will not sell this flower to you, but with one exception. I'm going to give you for free, with the condition you must be my husband." Because the princess want him to be her husband. And you know what he said? Well, I needed flowers to offer the Buddha. This is the only chant I can do. So in this case, if you create the condition like this, and he said that if you accept my vow, then I will accept your condition. And you know what he told her about her vow? I am practicing the Bodhisattva way from now to until when I become Buddha. That means when I do the practice, the given, I will give everything, include my wife and my children. And you know what? I don't want you to be the burden and to be the person who prevent me from practicing the giving. And you know what? The lady said that, you know what? I promise you, I will help you to succeed in your conduct, in your practice. That means I'm the one who supports you all the way until you become the Buddha. If you accept me as your wife from now, that means every life, right? You will be my husband. That means, yes, later on, if you practice the given, if someone come and ask for ask for the wife, you can go ahead and give me at the gift. And the Bodhisattva said, okay, if that's the case, I will accept your condition. And you know what? They both walked to they both went to see the Buddha. And when they met the Buddha, and the Buddha saw this man right here, the condition is different. That means he's ready to receive the Dhamma, and he's ready to actually it's you know what? The Buddha and Buddha and his disciple on the way to the palace, right? I think to the palace or to the place that where the Dhamma hall that the Buddha will preaching, will give the teaching, and there were the small spot. It's the muddy place, and you know what? He used his clothes to cover the mud, but there still be a little bit small spot that he could not be able to cover it. So because he did not want the Buddha and his disciple to be dirty, right? So he used his hair to cover the dust for the Buddha to walk through. And the Buddha also walked through. And after the Buddha did that, and the Buddha gave him because the Buddha saw this man, the mind is fully determination. His mindset is so determination. And what does that mean? The Buddha ready and give him the prediction. That means this man later on, after many lives, practice at the Bodhisattva, and he will become the Buddha. It's called Sakyamuni Buddha, and that's what we have the history of Buddha, historical Buddha that we have in India, right? And also the Buddha said that. Also, he also give the prediction that your parameter of all the parameter will be succeeded. Also, this lady will be the one who supports you. So he also recognized the lady as well. So what do you think? What do you think about this? Tell me.
So you definitely tell more of the story than what we did in the Lotus class. I didn't get the whole like story. And it does make it different, like once you have the understanding of kind of that it was an agreement and something that they understood and knew. But in reality, it's still a lot. Like realistically, if you look at the reality of being that support person for somebody, as far as the wife and the family and all that, and then walking, being able to just go on their Bodhisattva way, it's a lot. And I just wonder if she understood the extent when she agreed to it. How many times did she come back and like bang her head against the wall, not realizing
Actually, it happened. It happened. When it happened, she did not remember her past life. But you know what? Due to the power of the Bodhisattva, make her remember that. You understand?
Yes. Yeah, that's got to be a blessing right there to be able to remember.
Therefore, she willing to do it at the wish of the Bodhisattva. And remember, even though the one who come and ask for because there were the very evil Brahmin one time in the past came and asked for the Buddha, and that means the Bodhisattva, that means the Buddha past life, right? The former life about his wife and children, right? Yes. Okay. Remember, when the person who do not have the same type of blessing, right? And you want to have somebody that have way blessing than you, do you think that is compatible?
No. So would they not give to somebody that's not comparable?
Then when it's not compatible, even though the Bodhisattva give to him, right? He cannot be able to hold it for long. Remember that. He cannot be able to hold it too long because he do not have that kind of blessing. But anyway, this demonstrates the Bodhisattva when he practiced the given, he give everything. This is the paramita, the concept of paramita. And also he give his own head, his own blood, his own body. He sacrificed his own body to benefit others. Okay, this is called the internal given. And the material include the wife and children is the external given. So he do both. And remember, the Bodhisattva, when they practice, of course, there is the agreement between, that means the one who associate with the Bodhisattva. If they want to follow the Bodhisattva, they have to also make the vow to follow him. And that means the person is already ready in that kind of concept. Okay, this is important. Okay, that's good. All right. Okay. So, do you have any question about that, Tammy?
No, that all makes sense. Thanks for clarifying.
Okay. Okay. All right. Go ahead and read this part right here, Tammy. Today the Great Assembly.
Today, the great assembly of colleagues in this Dharma place should be afraid, have compassion, and one-pointedness. Listen carefully and think carefully. At that time, the world honored one emitted a white light between the two eyebrows that illuminate all sentient beings in the six paths. At that time, faith formed Bodhisattva out of pity for all sentient beings. Immediately stand up from his seat, came in front of the Buddha, knelt down, put his palms together, and said to the Buddha,
Mama, I think these only work.
wait just a minute.
Mama, I think these only
I think you're right.
5 years.
World Honor One. Now there are sentient beings who are cut and chopped by a hell guard to their body from head to toe. If that being is cut off and dies, there is a cunning wind that blows, which brings those beings back to life, and then continue being cut off. Suffering like that is endless, never stop for what kind of committed offensive karma. Buddha said, those beings in previous lives did not believe in the triple jewels, did not know how to make an offer, unfaithful to their parents, giving birth to an evil mind, being a butcher occupation, cutting and chopping off other sentient beings' flesh because of these causes and conditions, should commit such evil retributions.
So do you understand so far?
Mama. can I
So
get
it's talking about
Mama. Do you have anything else you want me to build?
so the Buddha was explaining the karmatic retributions basically of living a bad life, and it names off different things: being unfaithful to the parents, having an evil mind, being a butcher, and not believing in the triple jewel.
You see the being in the hell, being cut and chopped by the hell god, right? To their body from head to toe. And you know what? When they begin cut off and die, there is a cooling wind that flow which bring those beings back to life. So they die and they come back to life, and they continue on suffering the being cut off, and this kind of suffering is just like the endless never stop. And that's why he wants to know what kind of committed offensive karma, right? This person committed, right? So the Buddha said that, okay, in the past, he did not believe in the triple jewel, did not know to make an offer, unfilial to their parents, and okay, giving birth to the evil mind, that means weak, hatred, and ignorance, right? Being a butcher occupation, because when you are butcher, right? When we are the butcher, that means we kill animal, right? We kill them and we cut their body, right? Therefore, the retribution is our body being cut just like that. Look at Putin right now. You see, if we label him as a butcher because he not value life. He terrify everyone. It's terrible. Okay, so due to this cause and condition, commit this evil condition. Remember, the law of cause and effect in Buddhism: cause, condition, and the effect. Okay, cause, condition, and the effect. So the cause plus the condition will produce the effect. The cause by itself, without the condition, there is no effect. But when the condition is right, the effect will be there. Okay. So in here, the Buddha said that previous life he did not believe in the triple gem. Why not believe in the triple gem could cause him to be suffer? Tell me.
So I don't know. Well, I mean, I know I would cause him to be suffer because he wouldn't have the Dharma, so he wouldn't have the understanding, so he wouldn't be able to come out suffering. But I know making fun of or joking about the triple jewel, that would cause it. But just having complete ignorance to it, or not, not being exposed to it, that I wouldn't understand, other than just not being able to know how to step away from the the evil thoughts and stuff.
Okay, look at let's say assume that Putin right now, right? He did not. Okay, when we're talking about did not believe in the triple gem, that means we do not have a chance to learn the Dharma. Okay, When you do not have a chance to learn the Dharma, then you do not be able to distinguish between the right and wrong. And you do not be able to understand the law of cause and effect. And therefore, we will not be able to value life. Okay? And Putin, you know what? He careless. He's very evil, right? Because the evil comes from if we believe in the triple gem, right? That means we have the affinity to learn the Dharma. Then we will not come out to be very evil. Does that make sense to you, Tammy?
Yes, that makes sense.
And filial to our parents, that means we do not respect our parents or we do not honor our parents, and that also considered to be the evil karma. Okay, so this one right here, does this thing make you scared?
No, it just gets a little graphic though. The flesh being cut off and that kind of thing is a little gory, but not scared.
But the way I translated, is that easy to read?
Yeah, for sure. It's easy to understand. It's laid out very nicely.
Okay. I hope, because I try my best. I'm afraid that I don't okay, so we do one more, then we can stop today's class. Okay, go ahead and read the purple again.
Again, there are living beings whose body is coarse and the whole body is numb. The eyebrows and beard completely fall off. The whole body is red and bruised. Be friends with the birds in a desolated village, rid off by relatives no one wants to see. Such evil is leprosy. Due to what kind of cause and condition causes such evil karma? The Buddha replied, because in a previous life he did not believe in the triple jewels, was unfaithful to his parents, destroyed the towers and temples, exploited the monks, chopped and shot the saints, harmed his master, never knew any wrongdoing, ungrateful and betrayal, acting like a dog, doing bad things to the person above, regardless of relatives and strangers, not feeling shame, because of these causes and conditions should commit such evil retributions.
Okay, good. All right, so what happened?
So this one's talking about a person that when they're so sick, when they can't do anything, their body's numb, their hair's falling out, they're all bloated and bruised, and be friends with the birds almost makes it sound like it's a corpse, but basically nobody, once they're sick, nobody wants to go to see them, and they're treated as a leper, that nobody wants to be around them. And so they're asking what karmic retributions causes this kind of condition for a person.
So the Buddha said, right?
Yeah, so the Buddha replied, unfaithful to the parents, that was going to be my guess, but since it wasn't the other one, I didn't, and not believing in the triple jewels again. And then it named off other different things that could cause this to happen, other different acts.
He destroyed the tower and the temple.
Yeah, the temples, exploited the monks, chopped and shot the saints, harmed his masters, and never thought anything was wrong. So everything, and was ungrateful, acted like a dog, doing bad things to the person above. What's that mean?
Do bad thing to the person above. That means it's the one, for example, who are above. That means our parent, our teacher, right?
Okay, so anybody that helped to raise them or teach them.
That means the one who helped us so much, and now we regard, right? We don't care.
Yes.
So do do you think that this one connect with this one right here?
Yes, because since they didn't take care of or were ungrateful and knew it to the ones that helped them, and harm the ones that were in the places and then the people that tried to teach them so much, in the end, no one wants to go around them and they're treated as a leopard because they betrayed the people that took care of them.
And you see that in the Buddhism, right? When the Buddha said that we need to respect our parents, and you know what? The Buddha said that the parent at home, we have two Buddha. That means the father and the mother. That means the Buddha lift the parent level equal to the Buddha. You see that? Very important. So it means that the Buddha said that you don't have to respect me as a Buddha. You need to respect your parents. This is the big difference between Buddhism and other religions.
So can I start telling my kids
Huh?
when they're not listening that they need to respect me because I'm the Buddha?
No.
You need to treat me like the Buddha, respect me like the Buddha.
The Buddha said that, at home we have two Buddha, right? The father and the mother, right? The Buddha lift the parent level to the same with the Buddha level, right? So that means the Buddha always focused on the parent because he said that in order for him to be quickly attain the Buddhahood, because in many past lives when he do the Bodhisattva, he always honor his parent, honor his teacher. He very grateful to those. That's why he be able to succeed all the good result in the Bodhisattva path as well as the Buddhahood. You see that? It's very important. So that's why in Buddhism, Buddha always want us to respect our parents, honor the one who help us, honor them, especially the teacher as well as the parent, right? This is the big difference between Buddhism and other religions. Do you think that's different?
Oh yes, for sure. Well, and I didn't know if it was a religion or a culture thing, because for sure that was something that was lacking in my childhood, bringing up just the whole respect. So I didn't know it was a religion thing too, though. I just thought it was a cultural difference. But yeah, that's for sure definitely something that's lacking.
Actually, this is not culture only. Actually, many culture they do also respect parents. A lot of different traditions they always teach the children to respect the parents. But I think this is more in religion. A lot of different religions they do not. They say that God, we need to love God before we love our parents. I guess, right? We need to have full faith in God instead of a parent. So that's why compassion, love and kindness have to start from within, not from outside. Okay? Love and kindness and compassion practice have to come within, not from outside, not from the outer. Inner, not outer. Does that make sense, right, Tammy?
Yes, that makes sense.
Okay, all right. Let's stop right here today. Let me go here and we can complete the study today. Okay, go ahead.
May every living being reminds us one and radiant with light, share the fruits of peace with heart of goodness, luminous and bright. If people hear and see how hands and hearts can find in giving unity, may their minds awake to great compassion, wisdom, and to joy. May kindness find reward. May all who sorrow leave their grief and pain. May this boundless light break the darkness of their endless night. Because our hearts are one, this world of pain turns into paradise. May all become compassionate and wise. May all become compassionate and wise.
Okay, thank you, Femi and Kolan. Yeah. Today we have
Thank-
only 2 people, but we enjoyed the learning.
Thank you all so much. Have a nice evening.
Okay, thank you.